Hello, everybody. My name is Akita Akari Aurora, and today we explore Gene Key number 59, the gift of intimacy, the shadow of dishonesty, and the CD of transparency. Its programming partner is number 55, freedom. That's a nice team, right? Intimacy and freedom. We can also look at it from the human design aspect. And the three energies there are seed energy, intimacy, and the spiral of life, right? And it says that we could say by circulating the energy this way, the game changer, which is number 55 in human design, and the playmate, which is number 59 in human design, are moving from trauma to tantra. I loved that. Moving from trauma to tantra. The power of human intimacy is the power of two human auras interacting to create a third aura. Whilst in the process, the two original auras are sublimated. This is the true meaning of sacred union. Isn't that beautiful? And Richard Rudd says, as this heart opening occurs, true intimacy is born, and two people meet within a single awareness. So let's look at it again. It's the gift of intimacy, the CD of transparency, and the shadow of dishonesty. Gene Key number 59. All right, so the wisdom story is my parents had a strong chemistry, but their relationship was fraught with tension and conflict. My father constantly complained about being trapped. When he went out at night, my mother would bombard him with intrusive questions and throw fits when he wouldn't fess up to his latest extramarital escapade. Usually, he'd go off in a huff, removing himself from family activities, but instead of sharing how excluded he felt, the whole fiasco would repeat itself. Throughout my childhood, my parents kept so many secrets and never came clean with their hurts. I was a deep, shy, and introverted teen. Unlike my siblings, I could never figure out how to interact with the opposite sex. It all seemed so messy. So I stayed home while my siblings dated and I felt excluded like my mother. Even when they invited me along or tried to set me up, I was convinced they were just pitying me and didn't want me there, so I refused. As I got older, I developed friendships with men, but was never attracted to the nice ones. When with someone I felt attracted to, usually a bad boy, I'd feel a surge of mistrust and shut down. Until I met a man I could not resist. Our sexual chemistry was so powerful it felt spiritual. For the first time, I fantasized about marriage and children. He wasn't a bad man, and I sincerely believed he cared about me. But I couldn't control my fears or their control over me. To avoid losing him, I hid aspects of who I was and played games to keep him interested. I often doubted why he wanted to be with me, so I excluded myself from his social life and then felt rejected. Or when I felt him slipping away, I tried to prevent him from having a social life. When he called me controlling, jealous, and dishonest, I broke up with him. It took me a long time to grieve the loss of that relationship and to feel the terror beneath the sadness and anger that I'd been carrying with me since childhood. That was the beginning of a long journey towards radical honesty with myself and in my relationships. Today, my beloved partner and I counsel couples, helping them on their fears to own their fears, share their truths, open their ears and their hearts to each other without pulling or pushing away. Intimacy is my greatest teacher and my spiritual path. My gift to you, it's time to come clean with the people you love. To be truly intimate, you must be totally honest with yourself and be willing to accept and express your deepest fears. Understand, when you open a door to another person, you are letting go of self-control and opening yourself up to being influenced on a deep emotional level. If you carry wounds from the past, and most of us do, this can be scary. Whether you fear being trapped or abandoned, do not judge your feelings. You will be rewarded with unleashed creativity, beauty, and sensuality, and the wonderful possibility of communing with another human being in one field of awareness. There's no limit to what two open hearts can do together. Questions for contemplation. Is your fear of being abandoned by a romantic partner keeping you from being honest? From committing more fully? Is it causing you to over-seduce or try to control your partner? Is your fear of being trapped sabotaging a current or potential relationship? Are you often planning your escape? Do you sometimes feel excluded or exclude yourself out of fear? Are you often puzzled by the people you are attracted to? Think of a time when you were courageously transparent. How were you received? How did you feel? Journal and reflect upon your biggest relationship edges when it comes to trusting others. How can you stretch yourself? It's a beautiful contemplation and a beautiful week to contemplate. The energy of intimacy, the shadow of dishonesty, and the CD of transparency. As this heart opening occurs, true intimacy is born and two people meet within a single awareness. Gene Key number 59. Well, here we are, unicorns and dragon time. These dragons and unicorns sure will teach you how to trust the mysteries. I never know where these guys are going with this energy, but let's see which unicorns and dragons came out to help us to explore intimacy, right? All right, it's the white gold dragon from Lyra. And the white gold dragon from Lyra helps us to connect with our highest Christ light. It helps to develop our causal chakra, and it helps us to bathe in ninth dimensional light. Now, let me just say as a side note, I have been on a 9-9 frequency, which equals 9, for the last couple of days, and it is swirling all around me. So when these ninth dimensional energies came through with the dragon energy as well, I was like, whoa, let me pay attention. So Lyra, the card goes on to explain that Lyra is an X-shaped 12-dimensional stargate. It works with Archangel Christiel, which is a seventh dimensional energy, and it also mentions Lacume. Now, Lacume is a part of the Sirius constellation. right? So, and the Orion belts, I think, either Sirius or Orion, or a little bit of both, or someplace in between both. Do your own little research, right? So it all represents pure, unconditional love and your daily life, right? So incorporating pure, unconditional love in our daily life, not just on Sundays. Making time for stillness to receive guidance and wisdom. And the unicorn was number 18. And the unicorn's message was refreshing oasis. And again, number 18 equals what? 9. So unicorn number 18 wants us to nurture ourselves, wants us to gather our strength. And remember, this is all in the energy of intimacy, right? So nurturing ourselves and coming into pure, unconditional love in our daily life, and coming into stillness to receive wisdom and guidance, connecting to our highest Christ light. Number 18 again reminds us to rest, to relax, and to look after ourselves. Remember, we're exploring intimacy, the energy of intimacy. Moments of refreshment and peace, and allowing us to re-energize at a cellular level. So this is making me connect with not just being intimate with somebody else and that pure essence and vulnerability, but also knowing thyself, right? And really being intimate with yourself and allowing those moments and times of stillness in order to know thyself, understand thyself, and process stuff so we can really see who we are, right? Moments of rest and relaxation. It mentions long scented baths, massage, taking nature walks, a holiday or a vacation. Also mentions foods, diets, and liquids that we consume, that we can consume to keep ourselves in equilibrium. Refreshing oasis means going within, calmness, tranquility, contemplation, reassessment, and gathering strength, all in the energy of becoming intimate, right? Treating yourself, decide what is right for you, and act on it. Do something that fills you with joy, downtime, and silence, right? And some guidance from the card says, then harness the resources you have to help you on your way. So again, being intimate with yourself, gathering yourself, harnessing your energy, harnessing your tools and your resources in those moments. And that's really what we're doing in moments of stillness and rest and relaxation. Instead of exerting energy, we are calling the energy back in. Right? And harnessing, I love that word, harnessing the resources that you have to help you on your way, right? And it reminds us to, when we come out of those moments, to thank our guides for that wisdom that we have received, right? That guidance and that wisdom. So allowing ourselves moments of refreshing oasis in order to come into ourselves and tap into this ninth dimensional light. Now let's go into this ninth dimensional light because I needed to do some research, right? And, I mentioned different words. So if anything, if you don't know about anything that I mentioned, that's your key to go and, do your own research with it. So ninth dimensional light came in. So I said, you know what? Let me look into this ninth dimension, also the ninth chakra. When I think of, to me, ninth dimension means ninth chakra. So I said, all right, let me look into that. which I've used before, but I don't know it, right? So, and I breathe into it all the time, but I forgot what it was, and now I had to remember and remind myself, right? And tap into it because the white gold dragon from Lyra is telling us to tap into this ninth dimensional energy. And like I said, nine has been traveling around me for the past couple days, right? So, ninth dimension and the stellar gateway, I took some notes. It transcends all dimensional boundaries. It provides us with frequencies that extend way beyond our current physical capacity. It is golden orange, and that's the same color of this white gold dragon from Lyra. It's gold orange energy. It's golden energy, and it goes to an orange. Oh, sorry. Oh man, I'm messing that up. It's golden orange energy, the color, and it goes to a brighter hue because it's filled with the frequencies of Christ's light. So it starts off as this golden orange and then gets brighter because it's filled with the white light. And then listen to this connection. It is 18 inches above the head of Metatron, above the head, and it's connecting into to Metatron, right? So 18 inches above the head. 1 plus 8 is what? 9. Right? A lot of 9 energy, a lot of 9 frequency, right? So tap into Metatron, tap into your ninth chakra, tap into that stellar gateway, right? The ninth dimension or the ninth chakra is where they deal with intergalactic activities, quarks, and recreation codes. All right. So now this is all under the bridge of intimacy and the partner of freedom. All right. So put it all into context. If I mention something that you don't know but are curious about, go and follow those clues and, just do your own research and master the mystery. We're all about mastering the mysteries this week. Gene Key number 59. It actually ends tomorrow on the 29th, but we have just explored it from the 23rd actually to the 29th. So where has intimacy popped up in your life? Asking you to look within a little bit more and to probably reveal and to gather and to become one with maybe somebody else, as opposed to two separate things, and to share our hearts, right? All right. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you in a couple of days for the next Gene Key. And here's my poem. It's a poem today. I breathed in all that dishonesty, looked at it face to face, embraced it to see exactly what it was taking from me. Freedom, expression, creativity. I held space for transparency, observing how it empties me, then filled me up with pure love, understanding, and unity. I exhaled intimacy, letting go, released, got naked, spoke up, truth, did not deny, said yes, and broke free. Opened my heart, trusted with my gut, and spoke slowly so that I witnessed every word and finally saw me. Into me, I see. Have a beautiful, intimate, transparent week. I love you.